The Golden Raspberry Awards recently struck off 12-year-old Ryan Kiera Armstrong's nomination for Worst Actress in the Firestarter remake following backlash and condemnation. Former child actor Drew Barrymore, who was 9 when she starred in the original film, called it bullying. Obviously, you gentlemen are no strangers to criticizing bad child performances, but is it right to hold a child's performance on par with an adult and thus mock its poor performance? Is it indeed a form of bullying to nominate a child as a candidate for the year's worst acting?
I would only say yes because the Razzies are not a serious organization trying to accurately judge the worst performance in a year anyway. If they were actually serious about how they nominated and it was like some sort of stringent process of like, okay, we're actually watching, the worst movies of the year and this is how we actually feel, then it would be totally fine if that's the conclusion they came to. But I'm pretty sure you can just you pay a fee and you can vote for the Razzies. I think you can just I think that's how it works.
Like an official.
I think anybody can do it. I don't even think it's a real serious organization. They just one year they nominated every Bruce Willis movie or something, and then they apologized for that too when they found out he had a brain problem.
Yeah. Mm.
This reminds me of when Quvenzhané Wallis was nominated for I forget what that movie was called. She was like a 9-year-old at the Oscars or something. The Onion tweeted out, "Okay, I guess we're going to say what everyone's thinking. Quvenzhané Wallis is kind of a C word that gets you demonetized on YouTube," and they apologized for that too. I thought that was pretty funny, but
I see.
Was that the Onion?
That was the Onion, I think.
Yeah, that was the Onion.
But that's satire. I don't know. It's kind of funny.
People talk about the Razzies all the time. I wish they would just ignore them because the Razzies are
They're
a
not
fucking joke.
Serious.
I hate the Razzies. Yeah, I just hate them, but
they don't provide anything meaningful to any discourse.
No, it's just so played out. Yeah, but it's just been around for so long and they don't do anything. Yeah. I think this year they gave it to Blonde.
The Oscars are more legitimate than the Razzies. And I think the Oscars are often trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Razzies just doesn't justify its existence in any way. There's no point to it
Razzies
existing.
Awards. Razzie Awards nominations. Blonde leads films with 8 nods. Yeah. So it got nominated 8 times. Yeah, who gives a shit?
They nominated really? Shelley Duvall for The Shining, Okay.
The only time I thought the Razzies were funny was when Halle Berry came on to accept her award for Catwoman.
Yeah. And then blamed her agent and then stopped appearing in movies for a while.
First of all, I want to thank Warner Brothers. Thank you for putting me in a piece of shit, god-awful movie. It was just what my career needed, I was at the top, and then Catwoman just plummeted me to the bottom. Love it. It's hard being on top. It's much better being on the bottom.
Well,
yeah, there's you could turn the Razzies into something more fun, but I guess I don't it just seems like this weird they're not nominating the worst movies of the year anyway. They're nominating the most popular worst movies of the year.
Exactly. Popular, right.
I don't know. Bryce Dallas Howard seemed like the only one that was even trying in the new Jurassic World. So I don't know why she was nominated.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just mean and pointless.
Yeah, it's so unserious that it literally is just an organization that's just it feels mean-spirited because it doesn't seem like they're serious about it anyway. Seems like that's the only point.
No, exactly. They're like a bunch of trolls. Yeah, they're like a bunch of trolls. Do you even like movies?
Yeah, it kind of feels like when we're talking about those, those lists, certain websites make, and how much of it is just to get attention and get the Razzies name, some eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, stupid.
Yeah, didn't they nominated just real life people? Did they nominate Rudy Giuliani in the Borat movie or something? Just these weird kind of meme.
Oh, they did do something like that, didn't they?
These meme nominations that are just okay, you're not taking this seriously. What's the point?
They just make fun of a celebrity. They find like a couple celebrities they want to poke fun at for that year, right? It's like Adam Sandler, Eddie Murphy. They just like, let's poke fun at them for the year and then move on. It's like, that's all they do.
Not even the illusion that it's like any kind of legitimate thing.
Yeah, they seem more interested in just prodding at celebrities than anything to do with the movies, to be honest.
Yeah, if it was like they were actually picking the worst movies of the year, then it would actually be helpful. Could be like,
that'd be interesting.
Which movies to? Yeah, sure.
I would like to, if you wanted to curate the worst movies, and even if you had some sort of like qualification, like it had to be it had to have a theatrical run. That's like a low bar, right? That would be an interesting thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. You could have got like a panel.
I think someone should do that. Someone fucking replace the Razzies. Get a better award show.
Yeah. Like we could do that. We could have like a panel of like YouTube people to decide on the worst.
And you can have a worst awards show category, and every year you nominate the Razzies and they win.
Yeah.
It's always a tie between the Razzies and the Oscars.
420 Awards is... they're making some interesting choices this year by not releasing their awards show at all.
They forgot to do it.
Yeah. Very, very bold, creative choice.
I think they scrapped it.
Yeah.
No, there's a few hopefuls left. Don't crush their dreams.
Sorry, everybody.
We're closer to next year's 420 than last year's, so I don't know what's going on.
Sad state.
Maybe he'll announce it. That's kind of funny.